So this is my second video essay for Junior Seminar 301 with Professor Virginia Coleman Prisco. And for this video, I'm going to be focusing on my sophomore seminar 220 class and the general education competencies I used in that class. This sophomore seminar 220 class focused on developing and writing a 10-page research thesis. Therefore, this class required me to use almost all of my 6 general education competencies. However, the 2 I'm going to focus on are critical thinking and reading fluency. The first competency I'm going to talk about is critical thinking. Critical thinking, according to the syllabus, involves the ability to analyze insightfully, interpret information, and interpret information in depth. At the completion of general education curriculum, students should be able to evaluate the viewpoints or assumptions of others, evaluate their own viewpoints or assumptions, create a specific position or perspective or thesis or hypothesis that takes into account the complexities of an issue, synthesize information from sources, and draw logical conclusions and identify consequences and implications. The way I used critical thinking for this class was developing my research and my thesis. And my research focused on the French Revolution and Russian Revolution. I got this idea because the previous semester I had just finished taking a French Revolution class, and at the time of this class I was also taking a Russian history class that mainly focused on the Russian Revolution. And I developed my thesis comparing the French and Russian Revolution, specifically that the French Revolution in many ways influenced the Russian Revolution leaders, and they in many ways copied French revolutionary leaders. I developed this idea just because I was taking the class and I had just finished the other class and I just noticed a lot of similarities, and it really just kind of clicked in my head for this to be my research. The second general education competency I'm going to discuss is reading fluency. According to the syllabus, reading fluency involves the ability to read and understand primary and secondary sources. At the completion of the general education curriculum, students should be able to, 1, evaluate the explicit message of a text and its main supporting elements, 2, explain the implications of the text beyond its explicit message, evaluate text for significance and relevance, and analyze text structure or other textual features. So the best way I thought I'd show my reading fluency use is by showing all the sources I use for this research. As you can see, I have primary sources and secondary sources showing my understanding of both and being able to pick the important texts. Without going too deep into Russian and French history, I would just say that my paper mainly focused on how both revolutions attacked religion and also tried to create a new national calendar that focused on festivals that had to do with the revolution rather than religion, to make national pride even stronger than religious and spirituality dedication. So as you can see on the left in my primary sources, on the second row I have the Festival of the Supreme Being, which was a festival that celebrated this new national religion for all of France to practice during the French Revolution. And then as you can see in my secondary and primary sources, I have such things as Religion is Poison, Safeguard the Children, and anti-religious campaigns that were done during the Russian Revolution. And I really had to read these sources carefully to make sure that I was understanding them properly and was able to compare them correctly to prove my point that the French Revolution, Russian revolutions had many similarities, specifically how they both attacked religion and tried to eliminate religion for the empowerment of a national identity over religious identity. So I really think that my Seminar 220 class really was a great combination of critical thinking and reading fluency, as it took some critical thinking to come up with the idea, and it took a lot of reading fluency to be able to understand the sources that I was reading and make sure that I was correctly comparing them. So that is my second video essay, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.